Al Pacino.
Welcome to Jurassic Park, you dumb.
Hey, Mr. Pacino, this movie is supposed to be PG.
PG? Well, that's gonna be a nightmare for this guy. No.
We'll try and make this short because the Jurassic Park series. Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those franchises that starts off great and goes, ew. So I thought I'd do a worst to best of all 6 films. I think you can guess which the first one's going to be, the best one. But as for the worst, well, 2 to 6 are kind of interchangeable. So I finally got a list down. What I think is worst to best. But like I said, next week I might think, oh, I've changed it round now. But to me, the films 2 to 6 are 2 out of 5. No matter what order they're going. Okay, in this particular order, it's watchability. Not as much as the filmmakers or how they've done it, how they went about it, how to make it more realistic. It's just a case of, yeah, I'll watch that again. So here we go. Well, we might as well start off with the worst. Which one is the worst of the Jurassic Park / World films?
Run!
Yep, the one with the mansion. I think this one is, to me, the one I can't really watch again. It's people probably think there's other worse Jurassic Parks, but this one, now, Justice Smith in it is absolutely awful, and it's that bad that he pops up again in another Jurassic Park, and he's obviously changed his character to be a bit more harder. And it's a shame that character's not in this one, because all he does is scream like a girl, and it really is really cringy. Plus the fact that first half of the film plods along, seems alright, and then they get off the park, and then they end up in the mansion. Dinosaurs running around the mansion. It's just weird. Although the ending of the film seemed promising to lead up to the next film, and I was done with Jurassic World series, but the end I thought, there's a bit of hope. Didn't happen. And kind of, to be fair, the last film made this one worse for not following up on it. So yeah, this one is bottom of the pile for me. Sorry.
What is that?
Biggest carnivore the world has ever seen.
Run!
See? Not so bad.
Yep, it's the new one. Now that bit looked really good. Unfortunately, you have to wait 2 hours 10 minutes until you get to that bit. And it's such a troll. It's almost a chore. And you feel cheated as well after, like I said, at the end of the last film, which is Fallen Kingdom. You think with now the dinosaurs coexisting with everybody and the animals around the world, you think this will be an interesting premise, but it ditches that to go with bloody massive locusts and like farms being affected. You got an opportunity there. Animals and dinosaurs and collaborating, becoming pals. Of like raptors running with elephants. No. We've got to go to another park in the middle of nowhere where there's like a Steve Jobs type guy who happens to be in the first film but different actor because he one's a paedophile. And it's just... And also there's some callbacks, and it's the return of the shaving foam, which does explain how they found it. It just feels it's the last film in this sort of trilogy where film had been a bit like ripped off. That they could have gone on one avenue and they went off in 2 avenues for parallel stories with the characters. And you just think, we're just at another park. It just doesn't feel right. And you kind of, even the dinosaurs, when they come on, you just, it's a different dinosaur. There seems to be no threat, no peril. And that's no point. It's played out. It's just, hey ho. So yeah, that's why it's at number 5.
30 feet high. Really think she climbed out?
Depends.
On what?
What kind of dinosaur they cooked up in that lab?
Jurassic World from 2015. I think I watched this 1.5 times. When I call it half times, I think I fast forward a lot. It's the kids that drive me mad in this film. It's the one kid who's the youngest one who does all the talking and is the brainy one, where the teenager one is, yes, girls, dinosaur, yeah. Even like right at the beginning, I forgot the actress's name, which is in quite a few films, but the mommy goes, if you see a dinosaur, run. Because it's alright to send your kids on holiday without their parents. There's little bits in it like aggravated, not cringy, just. And like I said, there were callbacks, there were good callbacks. Good to see Mr. DNA back in it, and there's some good action scenes. And the bit, and actually, the reason why this is kind of a bit higher up than the others, the bit where that Ignosaurus Rex or whatever the new thing they cooked up escaped, the bit where he's invisible and he's in the woods, he gets to that paddock first, and then when the army people are after it, and then the drop of blood on that guy, and he looks up, and then it appears. Brilliant. That bit is brilliant. But it's just one or two scenes in the middle of another flabby film that are bits we've seen before. It's just a rehash of the first one with your sort of your low budget Richard Hammond of The Millionaire. It was good to see Chris Pratt in a role where he was kind of a bit more serious, and he looked like a beefier Alan Grant, but mixed with Indiana Jones. Bryce Dallas Howard looked amazing in it, but she came across flat, especially when she was doing it in talking like at the business room. I was like, ugh. And she's really good at running in heels, so I'll give her that. But there's only two other scenes that bother me. The poor girl who got harassed and attacked by those pterodactyls, and then that thing got her. That was a bit harsh. It seemed really hard, so I thought, oh, poor girl. I liked her in Merlin. The only other thing is, again, I forgot that. I've not done my research, I'm sorry, not a dino freak or geek. But that thing that comes out of the water, that arm that eats the shark, if you think about it, what was the point of that? All that does, he's a shark. Fed. Yay! I mean, okay, the seats do move, so it goes under the water, so you can see it swim. But it's not going to go through any hoops or anything. It's not going to do tricks. So it's kind of, it's a time. Hey, it's a big monster. A shark. Can we go to the right now? It might annoy you, but I just don't like this one.
Mommy! Daddy! I found something!
Go. As fast as you can.
What is it?
Mommy's very angry.
You know, I was wearing this film back in 1997. I was worked on a holiday site in Britain, and I got invited by these stage performers who we call the Crazy Crew. So we're going tonight. Do you want to come with us? And I was like, I don't know. Then one of the girl members, the one with the big boobs, stepped forward, said, "If you get scared, you can sit next to me if you like." What time am I meeting you there again? Needless to say, I went, and it was what I expected, because I did like the number one film that I've chosen. And I thought this was a disappointing follow-up, considering Spielberg was back in the helm, and you got Pete Postlethwaite, and obviously Jeff Goldblum's returning, even a cameo from Richard Attenborough and the two kids. But I just didn't like its pacing. I know what he's trying to get at. I think the Island B annoyed me as well. I wanted to go back to the original island, so an Island B. Well, like Jeff Goldblum, you've made another. Now, I didn't mind it when I got to the main show. A lot of people don't like that bit when it's on mainland America, but I didn't mind it at all. It made me giggle. A few Easter eggs in that video shop, that made me laugh. Didn't quite enjoy it as much as I wanted to, but I enjoyed the company. So if I got bored with the screen, my eyes wandered elsewhere. And I had a nice ice cream too. Ellen!
This is how you make dinosaurs?
This is how you play God.
Something unexpected has evolved.
They can talk to each other.
You probably won't get off this island alive.
It's not just a walk in the park.
You know, this is the only one out of the 6 films that feels like a TV movie. And that ending, the guy on the beach and the saying, "Hello, Alan Grant," and then the army comes up. Absolutely ridiculous. I know they had issues towards the end making the film. I think there was a script writers strike on or something. There was something wrong in Hollywood. That's why they kind of rushed and botched that ending. Do you know what? Otherwise, though, it's a bit of a guilty pleasure. I actually like this one. I know it's daft and it's got the Alan bit in it, but it works. It's a Jurassic Park film, and the story makes sense in this case. A kid's dicking about with his paraglider by the island, and he has to get cut loose by the boat. Don't know what kills the boat people, but could have been telephone monster. Anyway, so it's up to the parents to try and win over Alan Grant to go back to the island, but it's not the island he's been to, it's Island B, so he's like, what's going on here? What's this? I've never been here, but I don't know what I'm doing. So he goes back to being a fish out of water with a character you knew. And he brings his mate along, who's licks a few eggs, but don't worry, because Alan Grant's got his puffer, so he can talk to the raptors. Silly stuff, but it felt like a Jurassic Park film. If anything, the film is fun. You can't deny it. It is a fun film. I bet you, if you're in an hotel and it's raining, but you want to go out, and that comes on, and you got nibbles, you think, you know what, I'm going to watch this first. Where if Jurassic World came on, or The Lost World, Jurassic Park, you think, well, we'll go out in the rain. So I kind of defend it. It's a guilty pleasure, I admit. That'd be a good series, that. Films I like that crap. Guilty pleasure. Yeah, I love that one. Anyway, sorry. It's a kind of a guilty pleasure, but actually it is a weak one. But like I said right at the start, it's not about who made it, how it was produced, what actors are in it. It's if I enjoy the film. And I actually like this one. Even though it's bloody awful, it's fun. So that means at number 1...
None of these attractions are ready yet, of course, but the park will open with the basic tour you're about to take.
Hey, look at this. You see something?
Dinosaurs and man. Two species separated by 65 million years of evolution have just been suddenly thrown back into the mix together.
Can I touch it?
How can we possibly have the slightest idea?
You feel that?
I saw a preview of this back in 1993. And I was working at Butlins, but I come home to Oldham, where I lived, and I saw it with my best friend Martin at a late night showing. Like I said, it was a preview one. It was meant to open the week after. And boy, did I glad I went home. I watched Jurassic Park. It wasn't showing in Wales for another month. Had Cliffhanger on and Super Mario Brothers, the movie. Ugh. And people out thought I was going to America to watch Jurassic Park. What was it like? What was it like? I said, amazing. As soon as it started, and it had the DTS old 90s logo. Never seen it before. Went, I love it already. The film hasn't started yet. And already my ears were going, yeah. And if only we could have done a reaction of me when the T-Rex hits the guy on the toilet. And I was like, yeah! It was great, I was just loving it. Well, Jurassic Park house is amazing. Obviously, it was everywhere. Put the TV on like BBC were doing. This week is Jurassic Park week, on BBC One. They was just shot at the makings, and they just got you in the film. And we're showing Jaws tomorrow night. Yay! It's part of the Jurassic Park season. We're not showing because it's on TV, but I was obviously plugging the film at the cinema. It was great. I like the film itself. It's just great. I mean, when watching the first couple of times, the bit like when they're having them sitting around the table and they talk about how it works, and obviously Richard Attenborough's like, oh, it's a wonderful place. They're going, yeah, but the thing is, in Danny's house, that bit is one of those things I kind of fast forward. Same bit with the flea circus monologue where they're eating ice cream when it's melting. I used to fast forward that, but now I think they're one of the stronger bits because it's arguing. He's still defending that they can do better, and she's saying, "You fucking stupid" or something. It'll happen all over again. Ice cream's delicious. Like I say, it's just well scripted and great characters, and it's something you can quote all the time. We can't get Jurassic Park alive without Dennis Nedry. Hold on to your butts. Yeah, Samuel Jackson was in it. Amazing. Such a good film. Such a good time, and I think the only thing that is got to that level of nostalgia, memorability at the time that just got me going after seeing Jurassic Park was never the sequels, was that Jurassic Park ride at Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure. That was, to me, the same level of all the atmosphere and the voices and that, and the park itself. But I'm here. Chewie, we're home. Yeah, sequels have never got to that level, but being there matched the anticipation of watching Jurassic Park for the first time. Jurassic Park is the best from the worst of the Jurassic Park films. And if you've never seen it, and my God, something wrong if you haven't, go watch it. Forget the rest. They're not needed. If you want to get the box set when it's all on DVD, Blu-ray, streamable, yeah, you knock yourself out and watch it. And there'll be people who like some of the sequels better than the original. Why? I don't know, but it's their guilty pleasure. Like number 3 is not the top, nearly. So we're all different, but in my case, you cannot beat the first one. It is a masterpiece, and like I said, how Spielberg made this and Schindler's List back to back.
You sure we're safe?
Yes. Must have figured out how to open doors.
Jurassic Park.
So let's have a look at the list, and there we go. I still think Fallen Kingdom is probably the weakest for me, and the new one, Dominion, had some great bits in it, but it was so slow. And like you see, boring gets better. Jurassic 3, TV movie, and number 1, the best one. As for the soundtracks, well, it literally is all your Jurassic films in reverse order, with the newest being, in my opinion, the worst. Michael Giacchino is a great composer, but his Jurassic World films fall flat on my ears. Don Davis did an okay one with the third one, but the first 2 always belong to John Williams, the first one being an absolute masterpiece. And there's way too much Jurassic Park artwork out there, so I'm simply going to go with this first one. So there you go, that's my pick of the Jurassic Park movies. I hope you enjoyed that. What's your favourite Jurassic Park film? Is it the first one? Could it be the new one? Comment below, let me know. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not subscribed already. Like the video, and like I said, tell me what you thought of the film. Until then, take care, look after yourselves, and keep reaching the internet. See you soon.
Slippery. What we're setting up here is a cool stunt where I'm going to come over this log right here. I'm going to jump over it, clap, swan dive, a 90-degree twist.
So, Colin, what you're saying is
Fake
rather
guns in
than
the
do
air.
this,
Twist like this.
here.
What we're